Good evening, everyone, and welcome to these weekly gatherings and Pleiadian channelings with the Cosmic Starseed Academy weekly gatherings and Pleiadian channelings. And today's date is the 1st of March 2025, and it is 7:11 here in Ireland, PM. So a few updates. I have moved home recently, last Saturday, and it's beautiful here. I've been meaning to do a video update for everyone. So I'll hopefully be doing that tomorrow. And what else do I need to say? So the weekly groups are Saturday, which is this one, at 7 p.m. Irish time. And also the Sunday group is on Sunday at 3 p.m. Irish time. And both those groups are donation based if you want to donate. And then I have another group that I'm starting on the 1st of April, which is strictly for paid subscribers on Substack, whether it's monthly, yearly, or founder, because those are the three categories. So even if you pay monthly, yearly, or as a founder, you're welcome to join us once a month, and that will be I am very much going with the flow with that. So we'll see how that happens and unfolds and builds and grows. It's more to connect in with each other and more of a discussion with everyone. It's more yeah, I'm not going to be doing a channeling in that monthly group. That's just for us to connect and unite, really. So we'll see how that grows and develops and unfolds, and might be nice to do meditation in that one and healing, but we'll see. That may even be a separate healing. There may even be another group for healing and meditation, or both separately. So we'll see. But things are very progressive here with me, and I'm I've been very creative over the last 2 months in what I'm doing, and since 2009 or 2010, when I first consciously began to channel the Pleiadians, things have been very progressive for me, and the Pleiadians have worked with me in very different ways sometimes, either telepathically or while they stood next to me, mostly Ashtar, and sometimes they step into my body and use my voice, and yeah, so sometimes they work very differently with me, and I'm looking forward to them doing more of that and to going deeper. And I want to say thank you to everyone a very heartfelt thank you to everyone who gave generously when I put the call out for donations. So thank you very much for that. Very appreciated, and it enabled me to move quickly, to move house quickly. And so I'm here now, and I'm very happy. It's an attic room, so hence the light are fixed, so I can't do anything about that. And my desk is above or beneath a skylight. because it's the best light possible. And yes, it's a lovely house, and a very short story to tell you. So just now, there's a big, beautiful dog here. I'm not sure what kind of breed it is, but it's up to my hips. Dennis, you might know what kind of dog it is. Anyway, I was outside just now having coffee, and just before the group started, and the dog was very interested in someone who was stood to my right, although there was physically no one there, but the dog was very interested, which is a lovely sign to me, because the ashtar normally stands on my right when I'm channeling, unless they step in and use my body and my voice. I mean, my voice, step into my body and use my voice, which is called trans voice mediumship or channeling. So is there anything you guys would like to say before we start? No? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. So I'm very interested this evening in seeing how the Pleiadians turn up, because the last, I guess, 2 months I've been under a lot of stress and pressure, and a huge weight has been lifted off me since I moved in last Saturday. So it'd be interesting to see how that affects the channeling and what happens with that. I do feel that this space is perfect for me to go deeper in with the channeling. So with that said, do I need to share anything else? I don't think so. Oh yes, there is one thing. I have been hacked on Facebook. And it was, yeah, it was 4 times over 2 days, I think. And now I can't get into my Facebook at all. They have suspended my account because Facebook is acting as if I have been the hacker and been sending thousands of messages, literally thousands of messages to other people that I actually don't know and I'm not connected to on Facebook. So I cannot get into my Facebook at all. So Dennis is hopefully going to help me over the next couple of weeks to set up a new Facebook. Overall, I was connected to about 20,000 people on Facebook through various pages and groups, and followers. So that is kind of, that's, I can feel that energy hitting my stomach. That's a big minus. So and here's how I feel about that. Here's what I actually think. I think that I have to be careful because, well, I guess it doesn't really matter now, does it? But I think Facebook actually employs hackers to and target the likes of us to pull their channels when they can't use anything else or any other excuse. That's what I think has actually gone on. So and I did notice that Elizabeth April, I watched her quickly, and she had done a video where I think it's her TikTok has been taken down and removed for no apparent reason. So I really believe that Facebook is doing that to truthers and the likes of us. So without any further ado, let's begin. So, Dennis, when you're ready, will you please begin with the prayers?
All right. Hello.
Oh, hold on
Uh,
1 second. Sorry. Rob, please can you mute yourself? Rob Loudermilk.
yes. Uh, Hold on here.
Okay. Thank you, Rob. Okay, Dennis. So whenever you're ready.
All right. Hello. The dog breed is a Newfoundland. There you are. All right. I will say the Law of One prayer, which comes from a group called the White Brotherhood. Um, we are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. And I'm going to repeat it. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. I'll share the affirmation or mantra shared from Blossom Goodchild, shared by her guides. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. There you are.
Here I am.
Yep.
Oh, thank you. That was beautiful. Um, I actually really like that light above my head. Um, and it's nice to have a nicer background than I previously had. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so when you're ready, close your eyes, get comfortable where you're sitting. If you can sit, do, and get comfortable, back as straight as possibly comfortable, hands in your lap. You can close your eyes if you want to. And breathe in through your nose, down to your belly, hold it, and then breathe out through your mouth. You can do it with force if you want to. And do that 2 or 3 more times. I'm just going to turn my camera off for a few minutes while I connect in a bit deeper. And breathe. Breathe in love down to your belly and hold it. And then breathe out any heavy or dark thoughts or emotions or even energies. We would like to begin here with the energy of Jesus, who was Pleiadian, and also Mary Magdalene. Rob, can you please mute yourself? And also Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Merlin, the archangels, the real archangels in love and light. There are many deceptive angelics, more than any other group. So we always like to say the real archangels. Ashtar, Commander, and the Pleiadian Collective. The Lyrians are here this evening with us. Whenever they have been here with you, with us, we've never really stated that. But as Soma finds her way more and more, as you all are, she will be connecting and channeling this group more. And this will be evident in somehow through her channelings for those that are aware, with eyes open to see, those who are perhaps a bit more intuitive, a bit more, with a bit more sight, the ability to see a little bit more beyond the spoken word, which you all are here this evening. And we wanted to begin with the divine feminine. This is something that has kind of come up for Soma recently. And we know that is all, thank you, that is also collective. And it is the okay, thank you. Beautiful. And that is that there are many different aspects of you, meaning there is the funny you, there is the serious you, there is the you that is intuitive, there is the you that is the lover, there is the you that is the brother, the sister, the wife, the mother, the child, the daughter, the son, the worker, the responsible one, the funny one, the sexual one. So many different aspects to all of you. Thank you. One of those aspects within all of you collectively is something that is heightened at the moment and needs to be worked on, which is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Those are the aspects that would benefit you to embrace, incorporate, and to shine out to other people, to clear the energies within yourself, because they are most needed in the collective, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, perhaps even more than the divine masculine, even perhaps more than the divine feminine, needs more work on to balance. What we are showing Soma is which we often do, is a graph, and we show her visually where the energies are. And this could be within anything. It could be any subject. So we are showing her that the feminine is higher than the masculine energy, which means that the masculine needs to work on its energy more than the feminine at this time, in order to balance the feminine and divine masculine, the divine feminine and the divine masculine need more balance collectively. So it would benefit you to be working on these aspects of yourself individually, which will naturally affect the collective, because as you shine out, you share whatever energy you are in is shared, is spread out. So many of you have been given keys and are so blessed in so many ways, not in every way, but in many ways where you are blessed. You are truly blessed. You truly shine in those areas. And perhaps you haven't stepped into or embraced where you do shine and where you are blessed, but there is more to come for so many of you. This year will be major changes, mostly energetically, where you are moving up into higher frequencies, higher vibrations, higher energies, higher sounds, higher dimensions, higher timelines. Your world is changing, and this has begun some years ago. It is prophesied. It was prophesied that changes would begin in 2012 and also the year 2000. Love is a frequency that we carry and embody in the in the extreme. We love you. Love is evolution, velocity, frequency, color, sound. Love is source itself. Love is creation. Perhaps now would be a good time for questions.
Can our Pleiadian friends speak to what's happening worldwide with chemtrails? Are we seeing an abatement with the new Trump administration, or is that not having an effect?
Trump is making great changes. Thank you. Not everything that you will read about Trump in the newspapers or see on the news is accurate. there are recent reports that are highly inaccurate regarding disagreements between some of these people. This is actually not the case behind closed doors. It is a distraction. It is being used partly to create a divide, to love one of them and hate the other, whichever side you are on. It does not really matter. They are in the same camp still. They are not divided or divided is the best word we can use. With the chemtrails, we have covered this before, but we thank you for your question, and this is perhaps a subject or an area that might that appears to be slower to dissolve, to organize, to clear up, to sort out, as some of these companies, organizations are privately owned. But the white hats are in control more than ever. There are major changes coming in taxation, in military. We've said many times over the last year that the 6 months of this year, 2025, is hugely important. We've never really gone into full disclosure about what is to come. And to be honest, we'd rather not. But no doubt we will, as the coming months draw closer, or the coming month, the 6th month of June draws closer. That time is a major shift on your planet. Energetically, we are showing Soma an image of the Earth shifting another few degrees back onto her natural axis. She is realizing, you will see her reaction just a few moments ago. She was realizing that this would involve Earth changes in a dramatic way. As the Earth shifts back onto her natural axis, it will there will be major changes, events and situations on your planet in the 6th month. We never wish to cause distress, ever. It is never our intent to cause fear in people, ever. But sometimes it is impossible. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes it is impossible to not do that, given people's awareness and energy and where they're at in their own lives and with their own emotions and energy, frequency, and where they reside within that, whether they are normally operating in fear, which will, when they hear our words, sometimes escalates that emotion of fear within them. It is not really a reaction to what we are saying, but rather an expansion of their own emotion. We are here to assist you, but we cannot do this for you. You are the movement. You are the strongest of the strong. You are here on your planet we could say that you are here to assist us in our evolution, because ascension process is not limited to Earth. It is far-reaching and affects everything within the universe, including us and our own evolutionary period. There is nothing that is stagnant on your Earth. All has movement, all has growth, all has revelation, all has evolution, all has growth, learning, teachings, wisdom, understanding, movement forward, letting go of echoes of the past, letting go of old energies. There will always be ups and downs, but there are more ups in the future than downs in the past. There are more downs in the past than there are ups, and there are more ups in the future than there are downs. You are doing well. You are progressing extremely well, even on days when you don't feel it, even on days when you don't want to get out of bed. Even on days when you are angry or guilty, or feeling guilty rather, or feeling a little bit off center, feeling unsure, feeling lost, feeling unhappy. You're doing well, individually and collectively, and we are very honored that those of you here this evening show up every week, again and again and again, to listen to resonate with to feel our teachings, words, wisdom, energy. We would like to pause here, take a few minutes break, and then come back and do an activation for you as a way of saying thank you from us.
Can I just ask one question, please? With the current planetary alignment, and I feel there's been a shift in the crystalline technology on the planet, can you confirm basically what's going on on the planet right now? There's been some kind of activation.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more, please?
Thank you. There has been technology that has been used to affect humanity in a negative way, not just collectively, but this technology has been used in such a way that it affects all of you individually. Most importantly is the wrong word, but mostly starseeds. This negative technology has been unplugged. And thus, thank you, and thus allowing, when we say unplugged, we mean turned off, shut down, evaporated, dismantled. And some of your politicians have had a big, major hand within this. These technologies were being used to send out negative waves of energy. And as starseeds, you are more sensitive. Your energy is different. We really want you to understand that you are different in a very physical way. Your energy is different. Your DNA is different. Your blood is different. It is more susceptible, more energetically aware, even though you may not consciously be aware. Some of you are. Some of you are able to feel that negative or positive energy coming at you to the point you are able to identify it consciously and pinpoint where it is coming from, even. And sometimes that is three-letter organizations would be a perfect example. So these energies, excuse Soma, these technologies have been turned off, have been dismantled, have been ceased to be in use. The plug has been pulled on them. This is causing an expansion of your energy, where these technologies were keeping you on a lower frequency, not allowing you to expand. These technologies were affecting your energy, your expansion, your evolution, your ascension process. And now, thank you. And now those doors have been cages, even jails, prisons doors have been opened, and energies have been switched off. Excuse us again, technologies have been switched off. Thus allowing, thank you, humanity to progress further. Evolution and ascension is achieved in and done in stages. It is not achieved overnight. It is a process of awakening again and again and again and again. This is evident in so many of you, so many of your lives, where you wake up perhaps as children, and then you wake up again and again and again and again, discovering new things, new Pandora's box. There is always more to discover, more to learn about yourselves, about humanity, about your history, about your planet, about what lays beneath the surface of the earth that you walk on. There are vast tunnels, spaces, caverns, areas beneath your earth that lay hidden, buried, some destroyed deliberately to keep you in the dark. The technologies that have been turned off recently not only affect you and humanity, but also affect your Mother Earth. These technologies were so powerful, so instrumental in keeping you in the dark ages, which you are still in, or have been up until recently, up until, we would say, the year 2000, or just before it, 1999. You are now coming out of the dark ages. The dark ages did not stop in your history. You are still in the dark ages, so to speak. The dark ages actually are called that, because those in power are dark energies. The dark ages will only cease when your planet when your planet is no longer secretly or openly governed by dark energies. That is what the dark ages is. That is what the dark ages are. That is what the dark ages represent. It is the dark ages of the powers that be that rule you. They are dark energy, hence the dark ages. So as these technologies have been turned off, it affects you as humanity collectively, and more it affects starseeds. It has affected starseeds more, and it also affects your Mother Earth. And it's interesting. Your question is interesting because the answer is connected to, thank you, connected to the 6 month, and also connected to the shifting of the Earth back onto her natural axis. These technology not only affect you, but they also affect Earth, and Earth's ability to move back onto her natural axis, where she is not held in a negative energy by these technologies. Let us pause there. There are things that you can do to help. You can send light to your Earth. You are powerful beings. Powerful beings. You can heal each other. You can lift each other up. You are powerful beings. You are creators. You are God's source. Now is the time, if ever there was, now is the time to be creators. Shift your energy. Shift all negative energy, poisons, chemicals, technology used in a negative way, chemtrails. Clean your water, clean your earth, clean your food, clean yourselves, internally and externally. Clean up your houses, the energy in your houses, the energy in your homes, the energy in and on your land, the energy that you walk into, the energy that surrounds you. You have created all of this. The negative and the positive. And the reason you've done this is in order to ascend. There would be no ascension without the negative agendas. It is all by design. It is all beautifully, strategically designed by you. It is a grand play. It is a great play of discovery, of self-awareness. Oh, so let us pause there and take a break, and then we would like to come back and do some activations and initiations with you. This will, thank you. And Rob Valentine we are showing Soma an image of a past life that you've had with Native Americans, and that you are also connected to Soma in a past life and connected to many moons, which is interesting,
Very interesting.
isn't it?
Yeah.
We will use the word Coleman as a secret word to also include this person.
Coleman? Okay.
Dennis, is that you talking? No?
No, I'm on mute.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pause it there. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. Dennis, would you be okay to do some more prayers again, please?
Again.
Yes, again.
Right. Fine, fine. Now?
Yeah, now.
All right. Fine, fine. So I will share the law of one prayer, and then I'll do the Ho'oponopono. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done, it is so. And the Ho'oponopono, which is a very powerful prayer to help clean up things, particularly with using forgiveness. And one moment there. I'm back. Sorry. So it's a powerful prayer for clearing things up, using forgiveness and love, and connecting with Source and one's own higher self. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And this can be used to clean up anything that arises, be it in the body, such as an ailment, any emotions which are troublesome, or uncomfortable, or lower frequency, can be used to clear up ideas, beliefs, and thoughts that are troubling. Just to address a prayer in whatever direction that you feel a need for it within oneself or outside to another. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, darling. Let us begin with some powerful activations and initiations in your heart center, helping to balance the divine feminine and divine masculine energies that you all are equally. We say equally, meaning equally on a higher level. Many of you are imbalanced or out of balance with the feminine and male energies. This has been deliberately created to create dysfunction amongst humanity. Let us say that again. This has been deliberately created by the negative agenda to create dysfunction amongst humanity, to put you out of balance. So let us help some with that. Visualize your heart center. And if you want to, you can place your hands over your heart or your chest area for this activation and initiation. Jesus carried the energy of love in the extreme, the Christ consciousness that is all-encompassing within the energy of love to the extreme, which is also our energy. We would like to confirm that Jesus is Pleiadian regarding some comments that were given to Soma via technology, or what she would call the internet. So place your hands over your heart if you want to, or your chest area, whether you are male or female. Visualize your heart. Visualize the shape of a heart, of your heart, coming from your crown chakra or the center of your head, coming out and surrounding you in the shape of a heart and meeting beneath your feet. And this can be, on one side, it can be pink, and on the other can be green, which represents, the pink represents the feminine, and the green represents the male, which you all are. On a higher level, you contain both energies, though you are born into one or the other. And often, thank you, often these energies, whether you are born as a male or a female, often these energies can be predominant in either one. For example, a physical male born can be predominant in the feminine energy. And the same is true for the opposite. The feminine can carry more male energy within her. This is not even to do with sexuality, although that can be part of it. So for this activation, to balance the male and the female energies within you that you all carry, regardless of sexuality, just simply visualize an equalness between the two, the pink feminine and the green masculine. You can do that in different ways, however it comes to you, whether it's a graph or an expansion in one part or one side of the heart. For those of the male masculine, for those of the male physical form here now, whether you are watching now with us and here with us now, or here in the future with us now. If you are male, bring in more of the feminine, more of the gentle. Delicate is the wrong word, because that would suggest a fragility or fragileness, fragileness. Rather, the words we would use is gentle, soft, nurturing, mother, loving, compassionate, kindness. And for the male, we would use the words strength, courage, determination, strong, forceful, powerful. Balance. You can visualize a spiral of blue. Excuse Soma. You can visualize. Oh, okay, thank you. You can visualize a blue flame or a blue light, a blue flame or a blue fire. Or you can use the flame image of a candle being blue, and place this in your heart. Or you can choose the violet flame, whichever you feel more pulled to. And then within this flame, you can visualize in your heart this flame of blue or violet. And then within your heart center, within this flame, there is a spiral One side is pink and one side is green. And they are intertwined. One is moving up and one is moving down. They are dancing together, moving energetically in a rhythmic pattern. Helping each other to grow, to expand, to learn, to experience, to love, to contain each other. And as you see that, you become aware that the colors bleed in, blend into each other, and become one. Become balanced. And also stepping into the energy of the feminine when it is needed in your daily lives, whether you are male or female. And also doing the opposite, stepping into the masculine energy when it is needed in your daily lives, whether you are male or female. There will be situations, there always has been, since the downfall of Atlantis, when you have needed one or the other of these energies more. In time, for example, in times of battle, you will need more of the male energy, but you are coming out of the greatest battle that has ever occurred on your planet. So for those males, we would say this needs more of an adjustment. You need to incorporate the feminine more than the feminine needs to incorporate the masculine. Step into this feminine. We say this for the divine masculines. Step into the feminine, most especially with your lovers, with your partners, with your wives, with your girlfriends, with your relationships. Embrace more of the feminine within you, within those relationships. This is important not just for you, but also collectively. This will enhance the feminine collective energy on your planet at a rapidly increasing velocity. This is what is needed more than ever. This feminine energy brings both energies bring love. And this feminine frequency of love will be needed this year, most especially in the 6 months. So we are preparing you to, encouraging you, activating you to step into your feminine energy because the collective will need it. You are precursors of this energy. Let us just be silent for a moment so you can feel that energy within you. And also give it to Mother Earth, your planet, the soil, the air, the water, the plants, the fruit, the vegetables, the nature spirits. the sand, the soil, the dust, the stones, the trees, the nature spirits, the sound of the drum, even. Bring balance. You can also, thank you, you can also visualize a scale, a weighing scale. That is in balance, that is in perfect balance between the feminine and the male within you, in your heart center. You can also visualize a yin and a yang symbol. With these colors in it. So pink on one side and then the other green. A symbol of balance. You can use any symbol of balance. A yin and yang, or scales, or a hearts with two colors on each side, one pink and one green, or any other symbol that comes to you. We are going to place a key in your heart and unlock these energies within you, whether they be a feminine energy that you are needing or a male energy that you are needing. But we would say again that all of the male, masculine energies on earth now are needing more feminine, gentle energies, and needing to bring the feminine energy into themselves more increasingly and rapidly to prepare for what is to come. Protection is key, as always. And love wins. Always. You are beautiful beings that we created in our likeness. You are God's source. We are God's source. We also had our own creators that did not have physical bodies in the way that we have. They were beings of light, extremely tall and without what you would call a physical body, existing in a much higher dimension. These beings created us, and thus we created you. And let us pause there for this evening.
Oh wow. When Dennis was doing those prayers, I kept saying like a light reddish pink, and then when you were just doing these activation, it was the same color and then green and then the same color and then green goes back and forth. Pink, a lighter pink, and then a pinkish red, and then a little bit of blue. I saw like these squares within squares and heart and like the physical heart. I was visioning physical and like I was looking at something like a chest X-ray and all kinds of stuff just now. Wow.
Fantastic.
I'm so happy. Yeah, yeah.
Good, good. So we're still recording. Is there anything else anyone would like to say about what you experienced, if you experienced anything at all.
I knew Jesus Christ. I knew Jesus was Pleiadian. I had a feeling. I just have a, I'm like, and when you said that, like that just, I almost cried. I literally almost cried. And I also feel like I have this close relationship with his mother for years. And no, like I was picturing like an unborn baby girl. I was picturing this like in utero unbaby from like, say, a 16-week-old, uh, you know, I hate to say fetus, but 16-week pregnancy on up till
I'm
like,
going to pause it there because I'd like to ask you a question that I don't want
yeah,
to be
sorry.
in public. That's okay. So go ahead, Rob. You were saying something just now that is just, oh, just so beautiful.
Well, I mean, I was just trying to break it down as simple as possible, but what it boils down to is the control system that is locked down planet Earth in particular is being dismantled. And there's been many attempts in the past that we've tried to break free, but I don't think people understand. Well, people definitely do not understand is their will or their consciousness is driving this reality, and it has been hijacked and kidnapped. And the controllers have been using that against us because we're creating the reality that they wanted. Well, we're breaking free from that this time because we've got a lot more, silly as it sounds, we've got a lot more help this time. So now it's actually really working. And so I've been shown how this ends. It doesn't really end. It's not an ending story or something, but how we get out of this. And it's very, very positive. It's because controllers know that they've lost. And so it's just a matter of playing it out now because we've already won.
Oh,
Does that make
yep, we've won. And it's just such a beautiful feeling. The energy that your words contain, it's a relief and a release. And that's what I was feeling just now. And it's just like we've won. And we didn't win in Atlantis. And the same
No,
thing would have happened in Lemuria. And this time, the third phase, perhaps I'm missing other times as well in history, but this time we've won. We've actually done it. But now it's just playing out in the physical. Wow. It's just, I don't know if anyone else would like to add anything to that.
I'd
yeah,
love
it's
to
just
buy the book. I'd like to buy your book. I just released a book, but it's a children's book, but that's my first, so I definitely can't wait. And you nailed it. You nailed everything. Exactly. They want us as slaves. I have a little theory that maybe we the the primitive hominids or the Homo erectus was probably tweaked up and programmed, not what do you call it, designed the modern human, the Homo sapien, by the Anunnaki, because the Anunnaki originally wanted us, let's say Earth humans, which I call people Earth humans, to be literal slave. They made us to not have our own minds or whatever, to mine gold. Well, don't you think they're trying to do this? They want that agenda back again now.
Yes. So,
yeah.
No,
so Dennis, is there anything you want to
you're
add, or
wrong.
anyone else before we sign off for this evening?
Good. Yeah.
Can you explain?
Well,
Can you explain who Many Moons is?
Oh yeah, this beautiful name, Many Moons. I love that.
Thank you. Many Moons is my guide, my Native American guide that I had a past life with, who is yeah. So I call him Many Moons. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
There's a lot of stuff about him that is very personal to me that I will never share publicly. But I did remember him as a child.
Definitely.
I used to have visions and images and a lot of experiences with him as a child. And he really kept me going through some very difficult times
Oh,
as a child. Yeah,
I can imagine.
he was Lakota.
Now, the Lakotas lived in the Dakotas or Minnesota area. I think it's around there. Lakota.
Yeah, North Dakota.
Yeah. This is why I always liked the natives. I didn't know I would. This is why I always like Native American things, and I don't like the name Indian. And like, I always got along with Native American, and I revere them for some way.
I'll just share that with regards to uh, any manipulation of the humanoid form from any groups, entities, star nations, be they positive or negative, it can only involve, it can involve many things. It can involve our DNA, our physical structure. It can involve the mind and thoughts. It can involve the etheric structure, chakras. What it cannot involve is the soul.
Mhm.
That is not interfered with or created. Now, what happens is people can get into a confusion of identifying themselves, and we are soul, fractal of source. People can get into a confusion or a trap of identifying themselves with the body, with their mind, with their emotions, and there is entrapment in that. So, with ascension, with evolution, coming to a higher consciousness, an intrinsic part of that is people understanding themselves as the I am presence, and that which is pure and undiluted, connected to source, powerful and creator. So yeah, there has been, and so people speak of being through channeled messages that they are our creators, or that they have helped us, and all of this can be true. And we understand that there seems to be some evidence that we've had chromosomes which were removed
Mhm.
or bonded to limit some of our awareness.
Yep.
Well, fine. But just to make that point, that the soul is something which, so they create the vessel which the soul comes into, and the soul does this by its own will and consciousness. And then there is such a thing as a soul trap. I don't want to get complicated in it, but that is something that we have allowed ourselves to get into. And maybe there is divine plan that has happened. Actually, there can't but be divine plan in it.
And for the people listening, Dennis, What is a soul trap?
A soul trap would refer to something that has existed on this planet for tens of thousands of years, not recent, whereby that souls that come in, there are forces that control it, so as there is a forced reincarnation. It's very, very difficult to escape this space. So we are in lifetime after lifetime. We are in a journey of undoing some of the manipulation or forces that have been put by negative forces or agenda on this planet. So we don't, after our lifetime here, we do not connect directly with source and be in that full embrace. There is a separation there, and that separation is being undone in current time.
Say that again. So what you're saying is we don't connect to source when we die? Because my understanding is, and I could be wrong, but my understanding is that when we pass away, when we die, we go back to source, and then we reincarnate again.
That's the story, and it's not true. But that will be restored. So there is, because of this realm, there is a separation. And because of that, because we're not directly, there is a separation. We're after our passing in this lifetime, we are not going back to source. That separation still exists. And that is why there is no judgment from source that is only love. We get to judge ourselves. And that is not good news for most people, because most people have so much guilt and shame that when it comes to judging themselves, they are putting themselves back into a condition which is very testing of them and which is very challenging of them.
Unlimited.
And people could, and very limiting and dense. And if people could have the freedom after a lifetime on this planet where the body expires and the body dies, if there was that full connection, then you see, then we would be skipping our process of ascension, because we're not our bodies. We are our I am conscious, I am presence. And that is in the condition that it is, because we are the creator beings. We have a responsibility. We are authors of this. And so now we are taking on responsibility to change it. And that is to bring ourselves and to bring all others and all things to higher consciousness and unity. And when that is done, then the collective, when our bodies expire, will have this freedom.
I was going to say something. Is it okay? Or
Yeah, please do.
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah, I totally I totally agree with you, Dennis. Yeah, this is little known. Well, not little known, but yeah, this Earth has been under. It's almost like a quarantined soul trap for hundreds of thousands of years. This is what I remember being taught before I came in, and yeah, there was. It's been a way of just basically recycling our our souls over and over again, reincarnating us back on Earth to be used again to manifest the reality of the controllers. And I'm trying to simplify it, but in reality, so if we could break free from that and actually go home, what I mean by home is, like you said, it's like go back to source. We haven't had that choice. Well, although I got to admit, there's been people, or not people, but there's been souls that have gotten out for extenuating circumstances. But for the most part, it's a really hard trap to get out of. But that system, it was actually used with from a sixth dimensional tech. This is what I've heard anyway, this is how I understand it. And that system was shut down as of 2013 when we did that big Mandela effect shift. That was during that time when that system was shut down. So what people are not aware of, especially the people even that are waking up, is you're free to go back to source, or even it's not a direct thing to go back to source. I mean, that's not the goal necessarily, but I mean, you're free to go back to your original family, whether it's Andromeda or whatever, where you're from. Because we're from all over the place, but we're free to go back home as of 2013. But like I said, a lot of people aren't even aware of that, and we're still here. I, I I'm aware of it because I remember when they was shut down. But so we're still playing this out. Well, this is an ongoing story anyway, but we're playing this out and waking people up to that fact. But I know I'm trying to say too much in one short amount of time, but I'm just saying the whole idea when I came in was is to reset this holodeck, this matrix, into the way it was supposed to be properly run. So we're shifting back to that. We're trying to fix this Earth, this planet, into being the way it was originally intended for souls to come here and play and learn.
Oh, thank you, everyone. I'm going to call it an evening, I think. And thank you to everyone for sharing, especially Robert and Dennis and Brian, their opinions and truth. Dennis, will you finish out with a prayer? Unless anyone else has anything else to say.
Wow, what Dennis said and Robert, oh my God, that makes so much sense. I really opening my eyes up to the soul about the real truth. Wow, that was something. So I appreciate tonight, and we'll all text during the week, and thank you so much. I'm gonna mute myself, and God bless and love and light.
Thank you, Amara. And I'd also like to add that I do readings as well, and I also work as a psychic medium, which Dennis pointed out I don't talk enough about recently. So here it is, Dennis. I'm a psychic medium as well. So thank you and for reminding me. And I say that with love, that there's no negative energy there with that statement. So yeah, if you're watching this and you'd like a reading or feeling a bit stuck, you can message me on the Pleiadian Child at hotmail.com or Substack Soma Aral. Like I said, my Facebook has been hacked, so I can't get in. And you're welcome to come and join us next week on Saturday, 7 p.m. Irish time, or Sundays at 3 p.m. Irish time. Both of these groups are, to me, they feel very different energetically. So I'm going to stop talking there and ask Dennis to sign us out with some prayers.
Well, I've no prayer to say, but someone else in the group may have. But I will say thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here and thank you for being.
Thank you, darling. Does anyone else have a prayer they'd like to say? It's okay if you don't, but if you do, then no? Okay. So signing out for now. Today's date is the 1st of March 2025, and it is now 9:24 p.m. here in Ireland. And for anyone wanting to join on the Saturday or Sunday groups or have a reading, you can contact me. My email is thepleiadianchild@hotmail.com. And my Substack is Soma Ara, which is both free and paid versions. And if you'd like a reading, you can check out what type of readings I do on my website, which is somaara.love. I love you guys, and I shall see you all very soon.